Alright guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review on a band's new song. This band is Catcher in the Rye. In the Rye, and the Rye. I don't know why the fuck I say in. But either way, it's Catcher and the Rye. Now a fun story about this band is back in, I want to say 2012 to 2016, my band Severed used to play a ton of shows with these guys. If it was a show here in Central Florida that we were on, they were usually on it. If it was a show that they were on, we would typically book on that show. They're great guys. Always fun to play a show with. They put on a hell of a show. We would put on a show. And it was almost like we would go up there and try to tear the fucking house down. And then they would go up there and tear the fucking house down. So their fans came to a lot of our shows. Our fans went to a lot of their shows. It was like an awesome little metal community. I also noticed that Wesley Mitchell is featured on this song. Wesley is the vocalist of a band called Goonlord out here. They too slap. So I'm curious to see or hear how much slap is on this track. So yeah, we'll dive right in. Sit upright for this. Stop it right there for just a second. So number one thing that I've noticed is this song flows very seamless. There's at no point am I lost. At no point am I like, what the fuck is going on here? It is very seamless. It just builds from section to section to section, rolls in right into the next section, and then it's very seamless. I'm pretty sure Chris did the production on this, and I've known him for a little while. As a producer, he's growing. He's growing very fast. I remember some of the first tracks he put out, and as I would hope he would do to something that I produced, I sat back and I'm like, well, what if this was added, or what if that was added? I mean, they were always great, but me, when I listen to my own stuff, I'm like, well, there could always be more. And I hope that, he does the same when he hears something that I put out, is like, well, what if you would have did this? What if you would have did that? I'm gonna say right now, this is probably one of the best tracks that he has put out. It's there. Everything is there. I can hear the drums just fine. I can hear vocals just fine. I can hear guitars just fine. Everything is all around production wise. I'd give it a pretty high rating. I'd say probably a 10. I know I can't give everybody a 10, but the growth is there for him as a producer. Now the band Catcher. This is I don't even know how to put it. This is a huge leap for them. In terms of everything, writing quality, the lyrics are awesome. Um, they've always been a pretty dark band with their writing, and I've always respected that because it's different. Not everybody is doing that, and that's what makes me like them that much more. They don't give a shit about what anybody thinks. They're gonna be them, and they're gonna do their shit, and they're gonna keep going, and they're gonna come back and slap 10 times harder, and that's exactly what I love to hear out of a band. Um, with that being said, we're gonna continue on. Somebody fucking call 911. Oh no! Oh hell no! No, we're gonna run that breakdown back.
He said that he was in agony and wanted to get a gun so he could end his life. I didn't know about any of this until months after his death. Many of us have suicidal thoughts at some point, but persistent, ongoing thoughts of suicide and devising a means to die are symptoms of pathology. And like many illnesses, the condition has to be recognized and treated before life is lost.
All right, number one, shout out to Chris. Production is very awesome on this. Number two, that exceeded my expectations. That is a fucking banger. It came in heavier than a dump truck full of concrete, and it ended exactly that way. So, again, structure is amazing on it. One part goes right to the next part, and it's just very seamless. The drum fills and the guitar transitions, everything, the build, the breakdowns, the driving riff, everything it's very clean cut, and I really love listening to bands like that. As I said in the last video, if one part doesn't make sense to the next part, they lose me in the first minute and a half, and as you see, I made it the entire song. So yeah, I know I can't give everybody a 10 out of 10. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 because them as a band, they have grown tremendously. Structure-wise, all around, quality, sound. As I said before, they've always had that very dark sound to them, and they run with it. They don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks, and that's why I respect them fully. I always have. That's why I said if it's a show we're on, they're booking on with us. If it's a show they're on, we're booking on with them. Our fans were fans of them, and they were also fans of us, and vice versa. This band is they're fucking growing. Keep that eye on them, because I have a strong feeling this isn't going to be the last banger they put out. Thanks for tuning in again, guys. I will catch you on episode number 3. If you haven't already checked out episode 1, make sure you go back and do that. That was with a band called Hollow Front. I have no idea who's going to be on the next episode. If you want your band on it, go ahead and hit that submit button on that good old DM. Send me a link. It has to be on YouTube. But other than that, thanks for tuning in again. Hit that sub button, and I'll catch you on episode 3.